This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Year 6, Day 313. He kept us in the simulations for 16 hours. It was bad. Really bad. I was convinced that today, of all days, someone would crack. Not one of us did. Not even Famke, who looked like he might pass out at the end of it and had to be carried to the infirmary. I don't know if I'm proud of us for enduring or worried that no one is standing up to this kind of overextension. There are only 30 hours in the day. He can't possibly expect this of us. The simulations are really stressful, with all kinds of equipment hooked up to us, and to go that long without a break is that much worse. Kay was chaffed raw and bleeding because he's too big for his harness. If this continues, I'm gonna say something. Year 6, Day 315. Okay, so I told myself I wouldn't write about her, but something happened with Hamina, and I think it's a really big deal. After another pretty bad day, Chartrulean said some things to her that had her really upset. I've been trying to tell her that she can talk to me, but she keeps her distance. I mean, she's always been standoffish with everyone. Not really one to dive in and make friends. That's not really anything new. But she knocked on my door last night and said she was tired of crying alone. She never told me what he said to get her so upset. She just wanted company, not necessarily conversation. You know, I used to think she was just weird, but now I see that this girl is really special. I hope that her coming to me for help means that it'll keep happening, and that I'll get to know her better. Year 6, Day 317. Today, Nicola somehow broke her sim, and True took it out on the engineers. He was yelling and throwing things and probably did a bit of damage, if I'm being honest. It was terrible to watch, and I couldn't just stand by. So I kind of did a thing. I walked out, and all the other paladins did too. I don't think True was expecting that, and I wasn't expecting anyone else to follow my lead. He didn't say anything, just watched us go silently, as if he didn't have the power to stop us. I feel especially bad for Nicola. She blames herself for the whole ordeal. She's too sweet for her own good. The others and I finally had a little powwow, though, and came up with a list of concerns and demands. I'm taking them to Admiral Lapidine tomorrow. Year 6, Day 318. Well, I guess that went better than expected. Lapidine seemed to be really receptive to our demands and is going to talk to True. He seemed impressed that we would come to him with an organized solution. Truth be told, I'm pretty proud of that too. Yulia taught me how to negotiate when I started going to the marketplaces on my own, and part of her method is doing due diligence. Borsha, the facilities manager, has also done a lot to make our lives here a little more comfortable. Updates to our rooms and little personal touches. Notes to tell us we're doing well, and treats, even on fasting days. I really like her. It's hard sometimes, though, watching her harp at True. He's pretty resilient, which can be funny, but I can tell it hurts her feelings. Sometimes she looks like she's been crying. I get the feeling that she might have feelings for him. But I could be wrong. Most likely, she just wants him to take some care. I mean, He doesn't really ever appear to eat or drink, which is admittedly pretty normal for a Jardejo. We're built to need less. Maybe she just doesn't know that about us, but it's not my place to bring it up. I guess it doesn't matter how long you know him. He never gets easier to deal with.
If you're a fan of immersive audio fiction, you won't want to miss out on these shows from Packhowl Media. The Madness of Chartrulean.
Will this world accept my vision of the future? Or is all of this a mistake?
The Nebulous Saga.
You killed my family. They killed mine. And for 10 years, I've been making the Alliance pay.
Tales for Howling at the Full Moon.
It is not my worth that brings me here. It is my calling.
Another day, another chosen one.
To learn more about our shows and find out how to support independent creators, visit packhowlmedia.com.